Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Might as well, if you want to address the Wisconsin situation, maybe that gets that out of the way here at the beginning. So if you have any.
I mean, I can't hardly address the Wisconsin situation. I just got off the football field and I'm told that they have some issues up there, that they have some guys positive and their game has been canceled. So I can't talk much about what's happening at Wisconsin. I can talk about what's happening here. We just had a spirited practice. Excited about playing Purdue this week. Rivalry game. Starting to get a few guys back. I'll take your questions.
Okay, Jeremy, you're first. Scott Ritchie, you're on deck. Scott Beatty in the hole.
Good morning, Lovie. Got to ask, team still clean with all this after Wisconsin?
Yeah, our team is clean. So as you can see, we're kind of hunkered down in the bunker, trying to. We have a protocol in place that we follow daily. Assume everybody else is doing the same thing, but I know things can change. I know there's an outbreak all over the country right now, but right now for our football team, not much has changed.
I know you got to control what you can control, but when you hear about this at Wisconsin, is this just how do you feel about it when you got two teams playing each other?
I mean, I can't spend much time, on that. When we go and play a team, we assume, that both teams are clean. That's what you have to assume, and we control ours, and so that's how we look at it. We assume there's a reason why we played a Big Ten only schedule. We kind of trust what everybody's doing, so I feel comfortable with that. Does that mean that we're not going to have positive tests that pop up? No. I mean, that's society right now. That's what's happening in our country and in the world. So, but we're just making sure at the University of Illinois that our guys follow the proper protocol, and which will give us the chance to play football games this year.
Thanks, Lovie. Appreciate it.
Well,
Okay, Scott Ritchie, Scott Beatty on deck.
Morning, Lovie. I guess this is a bit of a follow-up to Jeremy's question, but with word coming out of Wisconsin this weekend that there was possibility for positive cases, did you guys take any extra precautions just in case?
I'll just jump in right now. We take the precautions, all the precautions that we can possibly take is what we take. So extra, no, you should never get to extra. You should always be taking the proper precautions to try to guarantee that there's a safe playing field, period. And with our football team, that's what we do. We practice social distancing as much as we possibly can, playing football. The guys have the mask on. We daily test. Our medical staff stays on top of it. So what else is there to do?
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, Scott Beatty, you're up.
Thank you. My questions have been covered. Good luck.
thank you.
Joey Wagner, you're up.
I think I've been covered too.
Guys, as it's been covered, I mean, the University of Illinois right now is playing a football game, so against Purdue. Wisconsin has their own things, but we're playing football right now. So we're pretty pumped up about that. Hopefully we can stay clean and get a chance to do that.
I guess I can jump back in if that's Lovie.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'd love to talk about our football game, our football team. This is our press conference, right? University of Illinois.
Have you seen the improvements you were hoping to see in these couple of days of practice? I mean, has it been about what you had envisioned as you guys got back on the field?
Absolutely. And there was a lot of things to correct, and we went to work trying to correct those things. Only way you can really do that, you can meet, but it's about practice. We've gotten 2 good practices in now. Feel better about, cleaning up mistakes and then just going forward, playing our best football. Absolutely.
And then I think last year there was a point when injuries kind of shuffled that secondary, and when those got settled, the secondary, I think maybe looked a little bit more like you had hoped it would look. Does the Devin Witherspoon injury, does it kind of remind you of that, and just kind of the plug in different pieces in different spots?
Yeah, absolutely. Witherspoon is a good football player, one of our guys. as soon as he's back healthy, he'll be in the lineup. Don't know when that will be, but yeah, you would like to get for it. You go in when everybody's healthy, you have an ideal plan on who you would like at each position. Devin is definitely part of that. And when he does get back, we can get guys in their rightful spot.
Thank you, Lovie.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jeremy, you had a follow-up?
Yeah, Lovie, is Isaiah Gay available this week? And if so, what's he bring for you?
Hey, Kent, Jeremy and I have already talked a little bit. So is that it for the day, man?
Well, Nico had a
Lady.
follow-up. Nico had a follow-up too. He hadn't asked a question yet.
I was just wondering, you had mentioned after the Wisconsin game, a lot of those big touchdown plays were off of blown coverages. Is that the kind of thing that's kind of I guess to correct those, is that more of a film thing or kind of in practice?
Hey, it's a combination of both. It's definitely first video watching what happened and establishing the reason why it happened. Sometimes it's just reading the keys or not reading keys, but then you go to the practice field and you actually, it's on the board in meetings and then on the football field. That's how you truly kind of let them be in a position to get those things corrected. Shouldn't be talking, when you lose a football game, shouldn't be talking about blown coverages and things like that. It should be, they made a better play. We didn't make a play at the time. You can live with some of those things, but not some of the things that we did this past week.
Did you like what you heard from the guys? Was there kind of some ownership of some of those mistakes as some elder players?
Absolutely. Nobody's pointing fingers. It's kind of obvious, what happened on those plays. So, and sometimes you just don't play well. Sometimes you make mistakes and you correct it as soon as you possibly can. That's what we're going to do.
Okay, and we'll finish up with Bob Osmussen today.
Coach, you had some times in the NFL where you had extra days to prepare. You play a Thursday and then come back the following Sunday. How much does it, in practical purposes, what does that mean for you to have an extra day this week? Well, how much does it help?
Well, it always helps, Bob. It helps when you play a game and the bye week comes up. So when just for guys to, recovery is of course important. Another day to work on an opponent. Our situation was a little different though. We didn't get back until, early in the morning. So we kind of gained maybe a half a day or so, guys had to sleep in and you didn't get the full benefit of that next day, but that's plenty of time. You're training, for a 7-day cycle. So everything after that, of course, is a bonus.
Does it matter more when the outcome of the game, if you're coming off a win, you'd probably like to get back to work right away, right? Does it matter like kind of the sentiment of the game when you have that extra day?
There's a different feeling that you have going into it. But to me, whether you win or you lose, it's about the next game. And you have to put that one to rest, good and bad. But when you have a lot of things and you're just kind of upset about stuff, you can't wait to get back out there. And right now it's not a feel-good story here at the University of Illinois. Upset how we played. So you can't wait to get back to it.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.